What is going on, Forex Blade members? So, I'm actually here with a market breakdown for you guys for the following week. I know that FX Blade Fridays didn't happen last Friday. Sorry about that. There's a lot of things going on. I couldn't push out the video on that day. However, I'm here to actually break down more than just the three pairs that we usually break down for further trades that you guys can enter. Okay, so starting off with the Euro JPY, guys, I called this trade with absolutely no drawdown and it hit take profit. Okay, so you should have honestly profited about 95 pips just from that freeze signal that I called out in the last FX Blade Fridays. So what I see going right now is that I actually see Euro JPY rising before it continues to drop. If you look at it on the weekly perspective, let me just zoom in. Seeing a lot of rejections over here. Over here is kind of like a trend line forming. This trend line over here has been broken on the weekly and it looks like it retested it. But overall, guys, you guys can see that it's been making higher lows, and every time it comes down, it makes a higher low. So, and right now, if you just go to the daily, you can see that there is three tops made that was circled right here. That indicates bearish movement. Okay. However, price after it broke it switches the EMA's crossover and it falls down right here. I have not seen the EMA's crossover yet, so I don't see this. If it were to be a sharp drop, I don't see it happening right now. So I actually am in a long position. Now this is a temporary trade, or I don't want to say temporary, but a short-term trade. I see it coming to retest this low before falling down any further or going up any higher. So if I go to the 1 hour over here, you guys can kind of see that, and there's actually a trend line right here that I'm gonna draw. You guys can kind of see that. Okay, so I do see this Euro JPY rising, just to previous high or previous support level right here. So I am actually in this trade already. I'm already in profit, as you can see, but yeah, so I have my take profit at the 126.24 area. You guys can have your take profits a little shorter than that, that's fine. But then I have my stop loss very tight, and I'm using proper risk management at all times. So I'm risking 20 pips to make 50 pips. I'm not gonna go too deep into these trades, just because we do all these trades on the MAM account, and these are private trades as well. But for Euro USD, nothing has changed since the last time I called it. This is the trade from last time. Many of you guys know is that I don't use stop losses. Even though this is a 12 pip stop loss, this could easily drop down to the zone before continuing any higher. However, so if I go to the daily and weekly, so let me go to the weekly first, is you can see there's a couple rejections over here on the top, but it still hasn't broken this area. I'm trying to show you guys from a daily perspective because the weekly is just not that, it just looks choppy. But so if you guys follow the EMAs, this is something I teach a lot, is that once a crossover happens on a daily, you're more expected to drop. However, right here, sharp drop after the crossover. However, right here, guys, it wasn't really a sharp drop after the crossover. So what this tells me is that this actually has bullish momentum. So I do see this first going up to the zone over here and retesting this area first at the 1.1300 area before, you know, maybe continuing to drop or so. But so if I go into the 1 hour, or let me go to the 4 hour just to see what is going on with the market. Yeah, guys, it dipped underneath this 61 Fibonacci level. What this tells me is this was just a quick stop hunt. Even though it's right now respecting the EMA, I do see this shooting up to the 200 EMA. So I do see this coming up back to this zone. But yeah, I'm very bullish on this trade as well. And you're looking to make 35 pips by risking 15 pips. As for Euro JBP, I am in these two cells still. Nothing has happened. What this tells me is it's literally just hanging around the zone area before it drops. You know, let me go on to the daily. Now, I did say it was going to drop before rising to the 200 EMA. It looks like it's just, it bounced on the zone. So if I zoom in, you guys kind of see that it bounced on the zone right here. So let me just move this. Bounced on the zone a couple times and then continued to rise, respecting the EMAs. I do see a sharp drop that could happen potentially today or tomorrow or even Tuesday. And let me explain by going to the 4-hour chart. Guys, look at this price over here. Once it reached the zone, it crashed almost from that zone the whole way down. It crashed by 230 pips or even more. So it being in the zone, it rejected once. So let me delete this drawing over here to update it with a new drawing. I do see this even maybe rising up one more time, but this time actually not preaching past this high. If it does preach it just to hit a stop loss or fake move out to the high, and then this actually, I can see this coming down, bouncing on the zone and continuing down to this level before actually starting to rise any higher. So I am still in this sell for Euro JBP. I know the other pairs are buys, but just make sure you use proper risk management. Excuse me. Now, there was two more pairs I wanted to cover. This one actually I already went into play. I'm hoping literally by the time I figured out this trade and I entered in it, it was around this area and it's already in profit. My take profit was at the 61 Fibonacci, so I am pretty much in a win. I don't recommend chasing this trade at all. It's honestly a little too late to do it, but I personally am already in this trade, and I personally plan to get out at the 0.9532 area. But let me explain it and explain why I got into it in the first place. I don't really break down AutoCAD that well, or I mean, no, not that well, excuse me. I can break down any chart well. I meant often. But if I go to the daily over here, guys, you guys kind of see there's a lot of wicks to the upside over here. And it looks like it's just, to the trained eye, it looks like it's just going to come down further before going up any higher. And just literally just retesting the 200 EMA, nothing crazy. But let me go into the USD CHF. This is a trade where you can enter because I don't think it has hit take profit as well as I am already in this sell. So let me explain exactly why I'm in this sell right here. Guys, this is on a weekly chart. There's immediately I notice a couple zones that I'm going to draw out for you. One zone being right here, another zone being up here. So immediately on the weekly, you see that this is the fake move or a fake breakout to the zone. Some say it could go higher, but I generally don't think it's going to go higher. And the reason being is we'll go to the daily and explain this one more. So if I put the Fibonacci level, or actually let me switch it to show you guys what I'm talking about. So if I switch it and put the 61 Fibonacci up here, this could be the possible uh, stop hunt that it would go to, okay, to the 61. So you're risking 65 pips. However, I do plan on getting out down here to this area right here, okay? Now, that was just for my stop loss, but if I switch it, you guys can kind of see why I have my take profit over here. It matches with the 78 Fibonacci. And actually, if you want your take profit to the 61, you could, but I'm just going to play it safe and go to the 78 Fibonacci. Right now, I'm actually in amazing position. As soon as I entered, I got absolutely no drawdown. And you guys can kind of see already that, that was a huge rise, and it's getting far from the 200 EMA, so I do expect this to drop down to at least the 1.0072 area. So guys, this is a really interesting trade that I'm in. I usually only break down the 3 charts, but I wanted to make it up to you guys for the Forex Blade Fridays that didn't drop on Friday. But yeah, enter these trades. I'm not going to take too long explaining them, just for the simple fact that I want you guys to enter before it's too late. Let me know what you guys think in the comments below, and give it a thumbs up, and let me know if you want to break down any other pairs. Take it easy, guys, and happy Easter.